Hi everyone, this is Janet Zipper, and we are on Spotlight, and I'm here with David Bezar, and he is the CEO and Chief Smile Maker of DazzleWrap. How are you, David?
I'm great. Thanks for coming over.
Oh, you're welcome. And oh my gosh, this is an incredible, we have some incredible things right behind us. He has created these incredible gift bags. It's so unique. So I want to ask you, where does the inspiration from DazzleWrap come from?
Well, it really wasn't where people might think. I'm not into gifting or crafting or anything like that. I took an easel that I had purchased for my daughter, and I didn't want to wrap it. Got lazy, and I took it out, put it on display with a paintbrush and the canvas, and by the fireplace with a little bow on it. And I thought to myself, this looked better in this on display mode than it could have ever looked if I had wrapped it.
Right.
But what's the problem with giving a gift that's on display? No surprise, nothing to open. So this was the challenge of the mind, and DazzleWrap is the solution.
Incredible, and they're so unique and so beautiful. You know, I was blown away when I seen it. Actually, the first time that I saw one, I thought to myself, what a unique idea, because you don't have to go out and buy a card or buy, the wrapping or the tissue or anything. Everything that you need to wrap a gift is included in the whole thing. So
That's right. When I originally invented it, it wasn't about being easy. In fact, it was one of the hardest things I ever put together in terms of wrapping, for sure. What made it exceptional was that it was supposed to put the gift on display and let you open it. But I have found that the ease of use and its beauty are really the things that make it shine.
yeah.
Plus the dazzle light.
Yeah, and the Dazzle Light, exactly. So what motivates you to continue to create Dazzle Wrap?
Well, at this point, as you can see, I finally got the inventory here. And it's been a long journey. We have been in business off and on for a decade. I originally created it, and it was very successful. But my day job kind of took me back to what I do to make my living, and I kind of put this on the side, but it just wouldn't die. It's just so beautiful, and I kept on telling people about it, and here we are many years later, and doing a product launch, so we're really excited.
Yeah, I think this is the right time too, because so many, this is just an incredible time because everyone on Instagram creates things and they showcase them. There's Etsy. There's so many different avenues to showcase this type of thing.
When I originally created this, there really wasn't the ability to get the word out like there is today. You'd really have to spend money on TV advertising or print advertising or other type of things. There wasn't influencers and so forth. And now with the social media blowing up like it has, we really have a chance to reach out and maybe touch a few million people. Meet up with some iHeartRadio personalities and podcasters and. Do something hopefully really special, because this is something that can really change not just gift wrapping, but packaging in a lot of ways.
Yeah, and it's so unique and so creative, and I think that everyone should hear about this, product, because I like it. Anyway, so
and that, I want to say that is one of the reasons why it exists. When I gave away the very first one at Christmas party, it wasn't nearly as nice as this, but the women that were there and saw it said, "Where did you buy this?"
Right.
And I said, "I made it myself." And before you know it, looking into the potential behind that, I mean, when, unsolicited people are going, "Ooh, wow, I would buy this thing." I looked into the market size, and I looked into the potential for it to be patented, and here we are, 4 patents later, and hopefully going to change the gift wrapping business like the gift bag did over 30 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you have behind us, we have different types. So you have some for birthdays. There's some for that have flowers on it. Football, even for men. There's one that has designed for
Baseball caps.
baseball caps.
Yep.
Baseball caps, and so many different types. So it's not just for women; it's for men as well.
No, well, we're trying to cover every holiday. At the end of the day, we can print anything on the side. So this is from a commercial perspective. We could put logos, licensed material. What you see here is all our own creations in terms of the artwork, but this is, you know, a piece of paper, and we have a technical process that allows us to stretch the art, to print it, and then to fold it, and it looks still normal. So what you see here is just the beginning. You can only start with so many, and you only see 3 sizes as well, and we have many, many more to come.
You know, that's I just want to go back to what you said about, you know, logo and that this, you know, so this would be great for a company to have for the logo, to put their logos on, because this is something that's so unique, it's so different.
Well, actually, one of the people that recently saw the product said that we shouldn't launch as gift wrapping this year because we are a little late to the market. We're only going to be getting, you know, kind of the last minute shopper purchases. We're not going to get it into retail at this late stage. The product just arrived. They want to take this and go to Estee Lauder first, and they want to go to Cartier and the jewelry side, and they know both of them, and they're saying that one of them should say, well, we want to take it so that the other jewelry or the other fragrance or the other skincare does not take this gorgeous package first. Give us a little bit more exposure, and then maybe bring it out to the whole world. Me personally, I want to bring smiles. That's why I've given myself the title of Chief Smile Maker. And you know, if they want to make it into something that's going to help them sell a $100 item, you know, it's all in the packaging.
Right. Yeah, it is. You know, people are drawn to packaging. It's true. I mean, how many times have you gone to a store and what it draws you to a product? A lot of times it's packaging.
Well, that's actually a good juncture to kind of show you something about DazzleWrap, if I may.
Yes, please.
All right. So I'm going to take one out.
Okay.
And happen to have one of our Christmas prints here. So this is our Santa's, and this is a medium size.
So cute too. Oh my gosh. You can't appreciate it, you know, unless you're here in person.
That is one of the things that I've heard again and again, is that when people see the product, they first of all do not know what it is.
Right.
It's interesting, it catches their eye, but they do not know what it is. Yeah. Then when they know that it's gift wrapping, they're like, wow, that's really something special. And then of course when you see it with the light inside, which is coming later, then it gets that kind of extra thing going to it. So let's see. I'm going to wrap something here.
We get a demonstration here.
Demonstration. We're going to go get something to wrap.
Okay, we're just going to go get something to wrap. But I just dropped something. So as you see behind me, everyone, you see all the different, colors and designs, and there's a watermelon here behind me. You have flowers over here. You have the Santa one. You have just a plain white one, and back here we even have hearts and something for birthday, and here's a scene for winter. So and I love that sunset scene. So it looks like you can just about put whatever you want on any of them.
I tried to cover all the basic holidays, obviously. Weddings are the whites, and I have a gold one that's coming in that looks like a gold bar that's the shape of a DazzleWrap. It's amazing. Really, they can fit into any occasion. Right. And when I start making the shapes different from these are our basic shapes and our classic shape, and they're gorgeous, but the shapes are limitless. Technically, we figured out how to shape paper into any kind of a dome we like.
That's incredible. Yeah, I can't wait to see
things that look like Mickey Mouse ears and baseball caps. You'll see ones that are standing, ones for wine, lots of different ones coming. Oh, wow. Now, here's what I wanted to show you about a DazzleWrap that's kind of unique. Now, I'm going to wrap this. It was that beautiful Eternity Rose. Smell this.
Oh my God.
It still smells fantastic.
Wow.
This rose is 9 months old.
Oh my God.
9 months old.
It smells so
You
fresh.
don't water it. You don't do any. It just sits. So you take this, and I'm going to use a little double sticky tape that it comes with too. So it has these, and the goal is you don't want it to slide around on your surface. So I know this is below the surface here. Give me a second and I'll peel this off. I'm going to take one of these little dots and stick it on the bottom. And the main reason I do that is because once I put it on display inside, I want it to be in the center. So I'm going to put it right there. Now it's going to stay where it is.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Now, as you were saying, you want to catch somebody's eye. Put something on stage.
That is
And
great.
that is actually a way that a shopkeeper could use this to A, help them show the DazzleWrap and put it on display, but B, more importantly, this is $50. The item that could be in here could be a piece of jewelry that is $1,000 or a watch or a piece of fragrance. And the goal is to put it on stage. If you thought that was cute, you could add the Dazzle Light, which you can buy. You just pull a little tab, and we're going to put that in the package. You just turn that on, and I could put that in behind it. And I don't know if you're going to get it with all these lights on here, but essentially in the room here, this has got a nice glow and shimmer to it. Oh, you can catch a little bit of that glow. So that really gets the person to look. They're walking by and you see a glowing something. You don't know what it is. So that's kind of part of it. And then when it comes to ease of wrap, all you have to do is take this. Oh, it's hard when you're holding it in one hand. Fold it over. Oop. Got to get it to go through. And it's that simple. Took a little longer than usual.
And you just carry the gift, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, and these are very strong too because you're picking it up from 4 different ribbons that are connected to a piece of cardboard. So none of the weight is actually being carried by the DazzleWrap itself.
So incredible.
The cover.
Such a unique gift, and it's unique way to wrap a gift and showcase a gift and showcase products.
I really, again, when I originally thought of it, it was about showcasing the thing. Right. And sometimes the thing you give isn't that special. You couldn't think of the right gift. You couldn't afford the right gift. Right. But you want it to be special. The goal is for the person to know you cared. Yeah. And this does the job when a person sees the package, especially with the light on, and you're going to see that in a moment. Yeah.
Very unique.
You're going to see the difference that bringing in a gift that is attracting you with light and emotion, the difference that makes. It doesn't matter what's inside.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. And that's the thing. It's so unique that people will be drawn to it. So wherever you go, I know that Julie, who introduced me to David, she gave me one of the little ones, and I actually did go to my friend's birthday party, and I walked in with the DazzleWrap with his gift inside, and it had the light on, and everyone was saying, "What's that? That's so cool."
Really?
Yeah.
So that's I honestly I find that is very common. Yeah. That people are like, I was giving away a gift, I used the DazzleWrap, and they commented more on the gift wrapping than whatever I gave away. That was the more memorable thing. But they remembered me too, because I was the one who gave it to them. Exactly. So hopefully my Chief Smile Maker name is going to live up to its trend.
I think so. Yeah. So for people who don't know, taking something like this to market, what does it take, and how how's your journey been doing this?
That is.
That's a long question.
Yeah, it's a long question, but I think it's one that anybody who's ever going to invent something, especially a product. I come from the IT technical field. I put together infrastructure for airports, for hospitals, for universities, for governments, and this is a general merchandise product. If you ever invent something that has to be manufactured and you're going to outsource, you're going to go to China, which is in my case where I went. You really, the number one thing that I would say is go to China and stay there. Stay there until they get it right. Don't assume that they're doing it right. Don't let them say yes, yes, no problem. No, that means problem. That means problem. You really need to see progress, and they will delay, and the quality will suffer if you don't pay attention. So I think that's a really important thing to tell people, is that they will say one thing, but their understanding is different. Sometimes it's unintentional, sometimes it's cultural, sometimes it's business. And if you want the quality, it's your responsibility to make sure it's there.
I agree. You have to take ownership, because this is your baby. I mean, this is, part of who you are. So you want to make sure that you're going to get the quality, and that it's going to be exactly as that you envisioned it.
Well, it's never the way it's never perfect. I think there's always striving for greater perfection and greater beauty, more durability. Fortunately, DazzleWrap is really durable. DazzleWrap can take a beating, and still you can fold it back and it'll recover. Can hold a lot of weight, and you can use it for different things. I mean, I've heard people are using it for like their chips and dip, and they're covering items with it. They put dioramas inside. It's a great do-it-yourself crafting tool. I've seen some phenomenal art that has been shared with me that I'll share with you. And when I think of the different ways that it can be used, it just makes me more excited about it. Believe me, my other inventions are just as exciting, but they're a lot more technical. And this one kind of is a balance in terms of karma. And I feel that if I can, bring a few million smiles a year to people's faces, that's not the worst way to be remembered.
That's a great thing. You just made me think of something. In the summertime, the worst thing is when you have chips and dip and then there's flies. This would be perfect, because you could just cover it, and you're showcasing it at the same time.
Well, and there's other shapes, obviously. So I have other designs that have like a bowl on the bottom, and you have it in there, and it covers. There will be other designs that will be more like, hey, this is for a picnic, maybe with some flannel or something like that. And of course, we have the football prints and so forth. So I can maybe pull out one of those samples as well for you to take a look at.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we have football season coming up, Super Bowl, right? I mean, Christmas is coming up, but what's after that? It's Super Bowl.
Valentine's, lots of Valentine's, and of course, wedding season. Birthdays are all year round. When you see the different prints that we have, the answer is, well, what about this one, and what about that one? And we can only make so many to start. But the exciting news is that it looks like there's the potential for investors that will allow us to actually manufacture here with digital printing, and that means we would be able to offer the ability for you to order one or two with yourself on it, and we'll be able to make the one-offs similar to how you can do calendars and photo albums and that sort of thing. Both printing on the exterior as well as the base, doing a customized base so it could be a full photograph, and when you open it up, it can have a message stenciled or whatever you want to have printed on the base as well.
That's incredible. So, this is...
Keep your fingers
crossed. This is incredible. So what's the next step for you?
Well, going to market is very critical. So public relations, meeting with the press, doing things that'll get us a little bit of social media, which you're about to see is one of the things we're pulling together. And really just getting awareness. I have found that if I was the guy at the swap meet selling these and showing people, I would do very well. It is not difficult to meet people that want to see what it is, and when they know what it is, they would like to buy one. It's just that nobody knows what it is. So getting the word out is the number one thing. I think that the rest will happen all by itself.
Yeah, I believe so too. So if people are interested in contacting you or buying one of the products or a couple, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, you first have to go to DazzleWrap.com. That's DazzleWrap.com. And of course, that's where you'll get the primary information on us. You can order right there from our store. And pretty soon, we're going to be up on Amazon too. So just in time for the holidays, you can either get us direct from us or on Amazon. And then, of course, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email there, and it'll come right into myself or one of our assistants, and we'll get back to you very quickly.
Yeah, so definitely got to contact him. I mean, this does not do it justice, just seeing it behind me and the details and just the beautiful prints and everything. And when I first got here, David put on a show for me with the music. Can we do that?
We can.
I want to show you guys something.
All right, we got to get out of the way.
Yeah.
So everybody, give us a second here.
Yeah.
And we'll get out of the way.
Yes.
And
I want to leave you guys. I want to leave you guys with this beautiful show that he put on for me, and it's just beautiful with the music, and it's a great way to end, and so you can see the beautiful way that you can display this as well.
All right.
All right.
We're going to turn off some
So
lights.
we're going to turn off some lights here, everyone.
How do you turn this one?
Okay, that's just a switch over there. There we go. And I'm going to get out of the way.
All right. Plugged in all the way. Okay, we have to turn off the house lights, as they say. All right. Without further ado.
All right, that was great. So we're going to come back over here. We're in the dark.
We're in the dark.
We're in the dark.
We're turning lights back on.
We're back on here. So can you turn on my light again?
Yeah, I will.
And I just want to show people that this beautiful, look at the beautiful design here. I mean, this is just gorgeous. This is one of the Christmas ones. And behind me here, you can't see, there's a one with the star here. And, there's the one right here. This one has hearts. That one's for a birthday. And they all come with cards, too. Here's a little one, too, this is a little one that you can have for birthdays as well. And see the little balloons and the little card. So you don't have to go out and buy a card. And it's just very unique. And what I love about this is that it's so different than anything that's out there. So wherever you go, you bring something, a present, inside there, and it has a light. You light it up. Everyone's going to want to know where you got it, and it's going to draw attention, and it's going to make the person that you bring the present to feel special as well, because this is a special thing. And this is why I wanted to come and showcase this and speak to David, because it's so different and people need to see it, and I fell in love with it. And I actually have a couple of myself that Julie gave me. Julie's the one who introduced me to David. So he's going to bring another one here for me to show you, because this is so beautiful. And
This is actually my favorite one.
this is his favorite one here.
This is a hummingbird.
This is, oh my God, a hummingbird. You know what? This is that's my nickname, Hummingbird. Look how beautiful. Oh my God. Okay, David, you're going to have to get me this one.
That one looks stunning with the light.
That is beautiful. So look at the detail. And then the card, too, has the hummingbird in it. And the colors are so vivid. And, you just really have to go to his website and check out his information. And come on over here, David, real quick. And one more time, tell everyone how they can find you.
Well, first of all, thank you very much, Janet, for having me on. I really appreciate it. It was coming all the way over here. And for all you out there, go to DazzleWrap.com. That's www.dazzlewrap.com, DazzleWrap.com, and have a wonderful holiday season.
Thank you, everyone, for watching Janet Zipper on Spotlight with Jay-Z TV Live. All right, everyone. Have a good night. Bye-bye.